Hey, mighty men of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing with real answers to real problems in the real world. Welcome to the Real Men Ride Along. I'm on my way home after leaving an appointment. I wanted to shoot a video for you, and I guess I'll start it off by asking you, are you a stepdad? Are you a stepdad? In other words, I'm asking you, are you in a blended family? Now, I know this video may not be for everyone out there who all of your children are your biological children, but this is for the man who he is in a blended family. He's gotten remarried, or he's in, in a relationship, or he's in a relationship with a woman who has other children, and now they've found themselves married. And so I say that because I am now a stepdad. Now I got to tell you, I never intended to be a stepdad. That was not. I don't think that was God's plan for me, as far as his best plan for me. Obviously, it was a permissive will. But I survived a divorce and decided to get remarried again. And I got married to a woman who had a daughter. And when I got married, now I met my wife when our daughter Faith was about 5 or 6 years old. And when we got married, Faith was, I guess, 12, maybe 11, but 11 or 12 years old. And now she's 15. Yeah, so it had to be 11 years old, because she's now 15 and she'll be 16 this year. But coming to that relationship, it was very challenging because Faith's father was he's still alive, and he pretty much broke the relationship they had together. So imagine him, this only father she's ever known, at around the age 5 or 6, he decides that he does not want to be in her life, at least actively in her life anymore. Now, there's some challenges that come when the father is active in their life. So I can only speak from the perspective now of having a child whose whose biological father, is not active in her life. Now, sometimes some people say that will make it easier. Yes, it could in some cases, but also it makes it a little bit challenging because her heart was broken by her biological father, which left her with a lot of trust issues, as you can imagine, because all you ever known was the dad since your birth, and then he's really close to you, and all of a sudden he decides he doesn't want to have a relationship with you anymore. It tends to build up, allows you to create some barriers and some roadblocks into preventing that relationship from happening. And so she developed a real close bond with her mom, as you can imagine, and then this new man comes into the picture, me. And so it was difficult for Faith to adjust to that, because she didn't know how long I was going to be around. And even though I married my wife, that doesn't mean anything to a child who's young at 10, 11 years old. She's thinking, okay, well, how long will he be around? My dad was around, then he left. And so it didn't matter that we were married. She just knew that this was just another male in her life who may not be here in her life. So it was very tough and very challenging to build the trust. So I wanted to shoot this video to just kind of give you some tips and ideas of some of the things that I did to rebuild the trust, or at least build the trust with Faith. And one, I can tell you this: be patient. Be patient. You have to take off your watch. Now, it can be very frustrating because you want to spend the rest of your life with your wife, and it may not be progressing as fast as you want it to be, but you have to trust God's timing on this. If you continue to do the right things the right way, you're going to end up in the right place. So with Faith, I didn't rush the matter of trying to get her to trust me, because it would be times when I would try to be the father and do things, and yet she would look at her mom as having the final say when I'm the spiritual head of the household. Now, of course, it was frustrating, but I also knew this was a child, and I had to cultivate and build a relationship with her. So one, be patient. Another tip that I would give you, and what has helped me in Faith, because we have a great relationship now, is that I didn't rush her on deciding what she wanted to call me. Now, when I say I didn't rush her, I didn't put any pressure on her at all. Now, Faith struggled with this. As we built trust, she wanted to call me dad, call me daddy. She calls me daddy now. But she had a hard time because the only man she ever knew as her father and called daddy was her biological father. And the reason why she struggled with it is, as I built the trust and she built the love for me, she felt that she was betraying her dad by calling me daddy. And at the same time, she thought she was being disrespectful to me by not calling me her daddy, even though I was fulfilling all the responsibilities of a dad. So I didn't rush her on what she wanted to call me. I just wanted to win her heart. And another thing I would tell you, the patience and not to rush her, was also to spend time. Everything I'm talking about has involved, I just realized this is all evolving around time. That I spent a lot of time with Faith, not just in quantity, but in quality. That means I had to spend not only time with me and her mom, and she's realizing how much I love her mom, and she can see that, but at the same time, she had to, we spent time together alone. And even to this day, I take Faith out on daddy-daughter dates, and it's just me and her, not her mom. And she actually likes the fact that her mom is not involved in our date. And so not only do I get to treat her, show her how a male and a man should treat her, at the same time, I'm bonding with her, and she's learning my heart, and I'm learning her heart. And when we're on a date, I do not make the date about me. I make it about her life, her day, or her struggles, her fears, her doubts, her insecurities. And that builds a bond of trust. And I know I can go on and give you a lot more, but I don't want this video to get too long. But I'll save the most important thing for last in building trust as a stepdad. Is if you want to win your daughter's heart or your son's heart, stepson's heart, love the mother the right way. Love their mother. Now that applies even if it's not even if it is your biological child. But since you are building trust, there's no quicker way to build trust than to love their mom with a crazy love, a sacrificial love of not me, but it's about you kind of love that will win their hearts towards you. Because they're thinking, wow, if they can love my mom like that, I know he can love me like that. Because also, remember, the relationship that they were in before may not have worked out for whatever reasons. And they're seeing a different type of love you have for their mom. And that will go, that's invaluable and priceless to building trust with you. And also, I want to say this last thing too. And this is just a bonus tip. Stop using the word stepdad. Now, I said that just to introduce the topic. But when people see me and my daughter, they don't even ask whether I'm her biological dad, based on the fact the way I treat her. Now, we know that. We don't see them as a stepchild. But I want you to redefine what stepdad means. If anything, you said, no, I'm not her stepdad. I'm the dad who stepped up when her dad stepped out. No, I'm not her stepdad. I'm just a man who stepped up when her biological dad stepped out. So be a step-up dad, not a stepdad. Guys, if this has blessed you, I know we didn't cover everything, that all the issues that involve being a step-parent, but you get at least something out of that. I hope that it blessed you. So if there's a man in your life that you're discipling or mentoring, share this video with him, because maybe he may be going through some struggles. You can always email if you have additional questions about this. But remember, we're males by birth, but we are men by choice. So each and every day, choose to be the man that God called and created you to be, because a male is a terrible thing to waste. Be strong, stay blessed, and as always, stay in God's grip.